Welcome to Keep It at 1,000. I'm your host, John Heights. I'm joined, as always, by my friend, the great Matt Modi. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Slop? Doing well. Football's back. Nothing but
Mm-hmm.
excitement in the air.
Mm-hmm. You like how I said joined as always, even though this is your first time on Keeping It 1,000?
Yeah, I did appreciate that. Technically, you're always joined, as always, by somebody. Today
That's a
just
valid point.
happened to be me instead of McBetts.
Yeah, no, McBetts was I think he had an orthodontist appointment. I was gonna ask him, aren't you a little old to have an orthodontist appointment? But then I was like, no, because he could. It was from Family Guy. Remember the Family Guy? Aren't you a little old to have braces? Stewie, or maybe the dog said it, but someone said it, and whoever said it was awesome. I thought that was funny. But anyways, so he'll be back tomorrow, and then we need to I'm getting someone on Wednesday, but I got you back on Thursday.
Yep.
That's
I'll be
crazy,
here Thursday,
bro. So yeah, it's gonna come full circle. So the end of week 1, beginning of week 2.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I don't have the graphics right in front of me. I do know that we lost last time. I'm pretty sure I won both and McBetts lost one. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, whatever happened, it happened. But here's the thing. Week 1 isn't about looking back at what happened over the weekend. It's about getting it all back on Monday Night Football. Okay.
Correct.
Some of the best bets I've ever seen in my life have been made by people that are blacked out drunk and betting on credit. All right. On Monday Night Football. Okay. You talk about swings. I mean, sometimes it misses and you don't see those people ever again. But sometimes it hits and they're back. You see them all the time after that. So let's hope we're in the latter of those two groups of people.
Right.
And because I think we should just make Monday Night Football. I was thinking baseball. I do have baseball moves. Don't get me wrong. If you watch The Morning Wood, a lot of moves in that show today. A lot of moves. But I'm going to watch the football game. That's the only thing I'm going to be paying attention to. The only way I see baseball tonight is if or is when I see who hit the home run. So I'm scrolling on Twitter. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only time. And I'm sorry, baseball, but at least I'm honest about it. You know?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I could always talk dongs, but
okay, yeah.
I'm most prepared for football. So I think that sounds good.
Okay. So if you've never seen the show before, what's about to happen is I'm going to give 2 bets and Modi is going to give 2 bets. We're going to put them all together. It's going to be a 4-leg parlay. We're going to boost it at one of the books. I think we chose DraftKings today because they have a nice boost. And we're going to get paid off. We're going to keep it over plus 1,000 because we got to keep it 1,000.
Yep.
I feel like this is the best way to do it because a 4-leg parlay is tough for me. But a 2-leg, pretty easy. Same thing for you, Modi. So if you just hit your 2-legger, I hit my 2-legger, we all get paid. That's the idea. I think we can make it happen. I'm going to go first this time, but only because you're going to take my stuff. And I know you're going to. So I'm going to take your stuff. You
Sure.
see what I'm saying? We're going to go Caleb Williams. 220 plus passing yards, minus 106 at DraftKings. I'll be honest with you, not a ton of data supporting the decision. This is a lot of vibes, but there is some data. Caleb Williams' completion percentage against zone defense last season was like 67%. The Vikings ran a zone defense 67% of the time. That's how they recovered. That's how they recover people. Because I think they blitz a ton. I think that's how they do it. But
Correct.
On the back end. So the front end's blitzing, back end. What is it? Business in the front, party in the back?
Yeah.
It's switched here. It's a party in the front, business in the back.
Yep.
But whatever. With Ben Johnson, I think he can beat up on this defense because he has gone against it for multiple years now. He was just in Detroit the last couple of years. So it's not like he hasn't seen this before. He's game planned for it twice a year, just like he's going to do this year. And Caleb, not for nothing, went 340, I think, against these guys last season. I'm not saying he's going to do that tonight, but dude, he only went 300 4 times last year. One time was against this team. So there is that. He's got some new weapons. I don't see why we don't just take this. I think he gets 225 or I'm sorry, 220, not a record.
No,
Not
actually would be a bad game if he ended on 220.
Yeah, it's not like that's not good.
Yeah.
So all we're asking him to do is be a little bit better than not good. I feel like
Which
that's
I
pretty
think
easy for him.
Caleb Williams can do that.
Mm-hmm. Just a little bit better than not good. Again, doesn't need to be a record. Just get me 220. I think he can do that. So that's leg one. You're up.
Is it my turn now? Okay. All right. So another guy that we don't need to break a record to hit his prop, Jordan Mason, 40 plus rushing yards. If we're taking that at DK, no boost, that's at minus 113. Obviously, the boost is going to get us a little bit better. This is just
40 plus?
40 plus rushing yards.
Bang. Got it.
So when week one, we obviously, like you said, we don't have a ton of data to go off of. You could try to look at situations from last year where the Bears' run defense was an abomination last year. The problem is they got a new coaching staff, so we'll see how they're going to be. I'm putting this one in the category of this line is just simply too low. I'm not asking Jordan Mason to break any records. I'm not asking him to run for 147 yards like he did in week one last year. Like that's not going to happen because he's splitting time with Aaron Jones. But that's the biggest thing here is he's splitting time with Aaron Jones. I don't think he's necessarily going to be the backup. Like, I don't think it's going to be one of those things where Jordan Mason gets like 5 carries. You know what I mean? Like, I'm projecting him to like 10 to 12 to 15 carries. Vikings got a good offensive line. They had a top 5 rush grade last year. The Bears, bottom 5 run defense last year. And the Vikings, they do a good job, like, quote unquote, staying on schedule. That's like a very Kevin O'Connell thing. They like to pass, but they also like to keep the run. Yeah, they like to keep the run game. Give me 4 or 5 yards a pop. And Jordan Mason is getting home. So normally I come on here with every single nerd stat that you could possibly get in existence. And trust me, I got some nerd stats, but they're for the Bears defense last year. That's not always relevant. So I'm expecting a pretty good workload for Mason. I'm expecting more of the receiving work to go to Aaron Jones. And 40 plus, like you said, it's not breaking any records.
No, yeah, that's actually a really bad game for a running back.
Correct, yeah.
So you just need to be better than like really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, so that's 2. If you think Caleb's going 220 plus, then somebody is going to have to be catching those balls and accruing receiving yardage.
Correct.
That's just how the pass game works in the NFL. It's been like that since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start. We'll wait to see, what you have. But for right now, we'll put in Colston Loveland, 25 plus receiving yards. Now, the reason why we're waiting is because that's minus 141. That's a hefty price. We don't like doing minus 141. If you do a bunch of minus 141s, you don't get to plus 1,000. And how are you going to keep it 1,000 if you're not at 1,000?
You can't.
But here's the thing. There's a chance we can. Because with those 3 legs, it looks like we're plus 405. We still could have another leg plus a boost. We might get home. But here's the thing. This guy's never played an NFL game before. All right. So that sucks. But at the same time, it's 25 yards. This kid, I don't know if you watched the preseason, is an absolute animal that can catch balls literally 10 feet over his head, which if you play football with Caleb Williams, you might need to be able to do here and there. Yeah. So that's one.
Yeah.
All right. He's a tight end. He got drafted in the first round. I know the haters are saying, what about Cole Kmet? Guys, he got drafted like in the first round. I think he was top 10.
Wasn't he? Yeah, correct. He was number 10, and they drafted him over Tyler Warren.
Yeah. So the idea that Cole Kmet, like, I think Cole Kmet saw that pick and was like, oh, it's like that. Because, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that says a lot. I think he's going to play. I think he's going to be fine. And here's the thing. Even if he doesn't really play that much, he's going to get targeted when he's on the field. I'll go that route. You know what I'm saying? We don't need a lot to get over 25 yards. He can actually do that on one catch because, I mean, it's a 25-yard catch. The Vikings gave up 880 yards last season to the tight end position, which wasn't horrible. There was 1,000-yard teams, but that's not far off of 1,000 yards. You know what I mean? Like they can get got. Again, we're playing the game script here. If Jordan Mason is running for 40 yards on the other side of the ball, and Caleb and Loveland are throwing and connecting, that's the same game script. That's literally the same script. You know what I'm saying? The Bears are playing from behind. The Vikings are sitting on the ball. I think that just fits. It's like a glove, kind of. It feels
kind
like.
of, yeah.
Yeah.
And the glove fits, so we're acquitted. You know what I mean?
Gotta quit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that Loveland play. The one argument to help you is Cole Kmet's receiving line is like 9.5. So the books aren't expecting him to do anything in that game. He's going to be a blocker.
They know, dude.
Yeah.
Poor Cole Kmet, because I liked him. I was a Cole Kmet guy.
Yeah, he's not a bad player, but when you see a tight end go top 10, the writing's on the wall for you.
Yeah.
All right. The next one that I have is also going to help your Caleb Williams prop. How about DeAndre Swift over 15.5 receiving yards? I believe, let me make sure that the number on DK is 16.5 on DK. So they are a little bit higher on the market. It's 15 and 14.5 elsewhere, but that's fine. I can accept the extra yard or two. So when I was looking at
timeout,
what are we at?
With the boost, we get to plus 938.
Okay.
That's what timeout though. That's with 15 plus. If we go over 15.5, like a man, because there's the over under.
Yep.
One day, remind me, write this down. I want to do a first quarter one.
Okay.
I've been seeing those on Twitter and they look electric.
I mean, I love first quarter NBA.
Exactly plus 1,000.
It's writing was on the wall. I mean, it was like it was written in the stars.
And they let me bet it. Yes.
All right. So we're in. All right. So it's over 15.5. Is that what we're going with?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
It's exactly plus 1,000. That's never happened before.
That's a good sign. So when I was looking at the Bears, it's a lot of mouths to feed, which made me nervous. I didn't want to go any of the receivers because, like, obviously DJ Moore is going to get his, and then there's Rome, and then there's even like the rookie they got, Luther Burden, but then like Zacchaeus could get some action. But one guy I'm pretty confident is going to be on the field for basically every single passing down, was DeAndre Swift. Like Roschon Johnson, he's going to be in the Jamal Williams role from a couple years ago. He's just going to get goal line work. The other rookie, he's a 7th round pick, and he was injured all training camps. I'm not expecting him to do that much damage. Swift, he went over the 15.5 number that we got in 10 of 17 games last year. And I get that was a different coaching staff, but this coaching staff loves to throw to the running back. Like David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs got a ton of work out of the receiving game last year. We know Caleb likes to throw to the running back because he did it last year. Mm-hmm. And the Vikings defense, they love the blitz. You know, an easy way to beat the blitz, running back screen, swing route, something to the running back. Also, you can't run on the Vikings. Like same coaching staff, mostly the same roster. Second fewest rushing yards allowed per game on the 4th lowest yards per carry last year. And that is relevant because it's the same coaching staff. So
yeah,
the Bears, like you said, they're going to be from behind. The Vikings are going to be running with Jordan Mason and Swift. It's like, this has kind of been my theme for week 1. We're not asking him to break any records. And I'm stealing your phrasing here, but like 15.5 receiving yards is not crazy at all. So so that's the second one. I guess our fourth, my second, DeAndre Swift receiving yards.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing too is, excuse me, kind of like Gibbs. I don't know if you noticed Gibbs yesterday he was catching balls left and right, but kind of like Gibbs with, he had a pass catching role.
Exactly.
That's going to be, because you got to start figuring out when you see the new guys, like, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what you're doing. You're gonna just fill in the blanks of who is who in each offense. Sam Laporta, that's Loveland. Gibbs is Swift. And then we'll have to figure out from the receiving standpoint. I would guess Amon-Ra St. Brown would be DJ Moore.
Yeah.
And then your deep guy would be Rome.
That's what I was wondering. Is JMO Rome or is he Luther Burden?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe because Luther Burden's when he got drafted.
Yeah. This
year.
And I'm telling you, don't sleep on Zacchaeus. He's a rando, but he can play.
He's Raymond, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, but who knows? We'll find out. All we do know is we just hit a plus 1,000 parlay. Caleb Williams, 220 plus yards. Your guy, Jordan, the running back, Mason, 40 plus rushing yards. My guy, Loveland, 25 plus receiving yards. And then DeAndre Swift over 15.5 receiving yards with the boost plus 1,000. That, I'll be honest with you, that's hitting.
The fact that we landed on exactly plus 1,000 has got to be a good sign.
Yep. I mean, I just did like 4 mental simulations in my head, and it never lost, not even once.
4 for 4.
That's big. That's big. All right, I feel good about this. I feel like we can get going now. I mean, there's a lot more I want to do today. I'll recap the Splash week 1, the Splash touchdown survivor pool. I'll do that tomorrow because we still have today's game. So I'll recap that tomorrow. I think it went well. All 4 of my entries got through, so I'm on the week 2. That's huge. But we'll also talk about my DFS friend. I got a guy now, Modi. I got a guy. All right, and this guy, he's not your typical DFS guy. He's trying to finish top 1% in tournaments, and he has a strategy for it. And he sends me, dude, for every slate, except for Sunday Night Football. They don't do Sunday Night Football, but they do Thursday night, Monday night, and Sunday main slate. And it is the best thing I've read ever for DF. It's so good. So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow after we see what happens after week 1. But it is very good. If you're playing DFS, DM me on Twitter. I will send you the guy's name. It's very good. It's very good. So we finally found a tournament guy.
Did you send me that guy's name?
Tournament guy, Modi. But this guy has like I don't know, like it's tough. He has game theory meets like handicapping at the same time. Does that make sense? Like, so his rankings go right hand in hand with the game theory part of DFS, and it's incredible. So if you want, like I said, I'll send you his stuff, but man, it's so good. So we'll talk about that tomorrow, and we'll do it won't be dingers, but it'll be a Dinger Tuesday plus 1,000 parlay. Subscribe to the channel, get the notifications on. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.